Yeah, now we are live.
Now we're live. I can't even see me. All I can see is the microphone.
Let me.
I need to be able to see my face.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding. It's
There we
been
go.
so long. I wonder if anyone's going to show up.
Yeah.
I didn't make a post in the WhatsApp group or on the community tab or anything.
Yeah, we're just like,
It's a surprise stream after a 19-week absence.
This hasn't been 19 weeks, but it's been close to it.
Is this the first time that we've done a live stream with the baby?
I don't remember. I feel like we may have done one, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Hey, Andreas and good for Gabby.
Hey, she leaves awesome comments.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, so someone did show up.
Nice.
And there's good for Gabby saying, hey, you two, and Andreas saying, hello. He wouldn't say it like that, I think. But anyway.
We didn't really have any expectations of anyone showing up considering how long it's been.
Yeah, and the whole no announcements whatsoever.
Yeah. But I was just like, I really would like to do this today, and I was hoping you would be on board because I know you're super tired, but I'm super tired as well. But I just wanted to.
Yeah, it's like we operate on like roughly 5 hours of sleep a night at most.
Not necessarily 5 hours straight.
Yeah, but some nights we actually do get 5 hours straight. That's really cool. Like, and if it wasn't for needing to get myself and the children ready for the school day, like we could even sleep more, I think. But but my alarm goes off at 6, so yeah.
But luckily, I didn't even hear it. I didn't even wake up until you guys were getting ready to get out the door.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some mornings that we have gotten out the door without you waking up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I really appreciate that. Andres is also quite tired.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, so because so we have the baby. He is just out of shop.
Yeah, he's currently enjoying the juice of my bountiful supply.
And so that's the thing. I also have, like, I started working I have it's just a 2-month substitute position, but it's really good. Like, it was pretty great that they were like, I could sort of make the call of how much I wanted to work. They were like, we need a teacher of for 50% work hours, but if you can be around and help out on other things in the school to take on additional hours, that would be good. So I was like, cool, I'll work 75%. And they were like, cool. And so that's what I've been doing for a week now.
It's not a great position to be in with my leg propped up.
Oh, here.
But I forget sometimes, because what used to be comfortable sometimes in my brain feels like it should still be comfortable.
Yeah.
Can I get? Is there any? The blue one pillow was around here.
It's over there on the floor.
She hit the floor.
Next thing you know,
Shorty got low. Yeah.
Got them baggy sweatpants.
Yeah, that's all I wear. I don't understand how all the other. I think I'm the only person of my age bracket that doesn't own any yoga pants. I'm like, those don't look comfortable. Those are all tight and stuff. Give me this sweatpants. Mm-hmm. So, Gabby and Andreas, tell us how you're doing.
Apparently there are more people.
Ooh, say hello if you're here and you want to hang out.
Oh, Andreas, Kristen and Britton and Sarah got horribly. A lot of people got ill over Christmas.
That stinks.
Our family Christmas got canceled because, I mean, we had the baby, so we had to be especially careful. Like, he was only 10 days old. Or 2 weeks old when we were gonna do like Christmas on like the 27th or 28th with my family, but then by then, our girls had like slight colds and fevers. I think they weren't that bad, but they still had like slight colds and fevers. And like one of my brothers had like was severely ill, quite possibly COVID, and my other brother's girlfriend was also sick, and so it was like, yeah, nope, we cannot bring a baby there. So we said we're doing family Easter this year.
Yes. Crossing our fingers, holding our thumbs that everything's
Yeah.
gonna work out then.
Yeah, especially with RS being around. Yeah, it's like it's been so much stuff going around. Like beginning of December, I think it's possible that we all, Katie not so much. Like,
I've pretty
But
much escaped stuff.
yeah, which is why also like I think we had the flu. Like I had it fairly mild, but it still hit me quite hard. It hit the girls real hard, and then it also, because my parents took the girls, when the baby was born, and then they unfortunately also got sick. And my mom actually had to get tested because she works in
At the
healthcare.
hospital.
Yeah, or at a clinic.
At a
so
clinic,
so she had to get like tested. Like they tested for like COVID, RS, and flu, and turned out it was the flu. So that was the thing.
We didn't see our girls for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, but I was pretty out of it for most of that first week.
Yeah, but not because of illness.
No.
But
3 days induction in surviving newborn life.
yeah.
First few days of life.
But yeah, so it was like, so half the family had the flu, another part of the family had COVID. It's like, yeah, no, this is Christmas is not happening.
But you worked really hard to make it special, and
yeah,
I made a vlog and I included some of the little things that you did that made it nice and cozy.
I was like, we're broke and exhausted, but dang it, we're having Christmas.
And we had some really generous friends that like gave us some little bit of money so that we could get the girls a few presents and have some nice stuff to eat.
Yeah.
So that was really, really cool.
Deborah Nicholson.
Hey! First time on a YouTube chat.
Welcome.
Nice to see you.
Is that someone you know?
I believe from Journeys, maybe. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names, and I'm gonna go ahead and blame like mommy brain for that.
We met at the church.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
cool. Yeah, we just love to do these chats. So we sometimes we do them. We've been aiming
online church specifically.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We aim to do them every other Tuesday, but then we were just like,
Yeah, a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
But the baby's turning 5 weeks tomorrow.
Oh man.
They had guinea fowl for Christmas.
My brain saw guinea and immediately filled in pig.
I mean, guinea pigs, like there's good meat on those.
Oh yeah, it's common cuisine in parts of Asia.
South America. Actually.
Oh, South America, I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, Carlson, you're such a handsome boy.
Hey.
That would be so funny if you actually licked your forehead.
Or something. Like he could technically just like walk on my face right now. I don't think he would do that.
Okay. Hi.
Yo.
I'm getting into the swing of life with
Yes, in Peru.
Getting into the swing of life with just not having Morton around much.
Yeah.
and having to walk to pick up the girls from school, and that cutting the normal workday that I had basically in half.
Yeah. I mean, because you're well, right. We need to register, but you are technically on parental leave, but still running your company.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have that many projects, so
Yes,
yeah,
you have your one client.
yeah. But it's really great that it's just like amazing how when I've had work to do, he sleeps really well. Like he naps really well on those days. And so then I'm just like scrambling to use the few hours that I have to do the dishes or fold laundry and feed him and not be upset if he needs to be fed more because they just have to go with the flow. And yeah, I'm finding a good balance of these things.
Yeah.
How am I doing? Okya asks.
Yes.
I'm doing pretty good. I just finished a vlog that'll go up probably tomorrow if I don't really have the energy to come up with a thumbnail.
It looks like he's
Tonight-
napping right now.
He is napping.
He's been like, you said he was awake most of the day?
Yeah. I mean, he slept pretty well in the stroller during the walks.
Yeah. And then he's been a bit tired during the evening. Then, but it's okay. He usually like gets wide awake around 11 until
Till about 1, yeah. I'm usually
Yeah.
pretty much nursing him straight for those hours.
2 listening 1. Oh my gosh, 3 days induction. You're my hero.
I feel like 2 listening 1 has said what their real name is, but I do not remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember your real name or where we know each other from. But yes, it was an awful, awful 3 days. And we're actually going to have a meeting tomorrow so we can talk through the trauma.
Yes, and just like follow up, see how Katie's recovering both physically and mentally from that, because that was
There was a time when every single time that it would even come up, the birth would come up, I would like get teary.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad anymore, where I would just be like, it was hard, and I would like start to burst into tears or just kind of go to a dark place. But it's not like that now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just doing the milk cow thing.
Deborah says he is so cute. Akia agrees.
Yes, he is. The cuteness.
So someone says I'm behind because I came late and started at the beginning. Okay, so well you'll hear this in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're doing well, and I'm just so freaking thankful for Morton. Like, dude, there are some crappy partners out there that don't support and don't and like I don't let myself feel too guilty about the fact that like sometimes I just need to wake you up, but I try not to because I know, you're the one making the money.
Yeah.
It's so nice. 2-month job, 2 months of regular income.
Yeah, and
not student loans that have to be paid back eventually.
Yes, and then I can go back and do, because I still have one more university course left to do before I can get my diploma. But that course is like they only do that course in the second half of the spring term. So it's like, cool. This position opening up at this time is perfect for me.
Is it easier with one baby and 2 kids or with twin babies? Definitely one kid, one baby and 2 kids, especially that they're 6, and that I can, if I need to nap, I can just like let them play.
Yeah.
And stuff. But 2 babies, I needed you 24/7 to set us up with nursing.
Yeah. But so that's the thing, because it's like, if we think like all other things being equal, yes, this situation is easier, but things aren't equal. Like back then, we had a very different life
Yeah.
situation.
And them being in him cooking 10 weeks longer than they did.
Yeah. So it's very, very different.
Yeah, preemie babies are a whole other ball of wax.
Yeah. And it's also second time around. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, totally. Second time around is like you're more aware of the hormones and the ups and downs, and more like, okay, Carlson, stop trying to break into the kitchen.
Carlson is one of the cats, if in case anyone didn't know.
Thankfully, we can lock that door because the cats know how to open doors by jumping up and pulling down on the handle.
Yeah.
So if we don't lock the front door, they will just let themselves out and leave the door wide open.
Yeah. Which was bad because we had forgotten to lock the front door the last time I went to visit my parents.
We came home to a very cold house.
Yeah. It's fine. It's only Carlson who opens doors. Kira does not. But also, Kira does not like going outside. Like, Carlson will jump at the door handle, let himself out, and Kira will stand in the doorway and be like, he actually went outside for a bit today. And that's like the first time in like
He's
over
too
a
much
week.
of a fancy pants to go out. We
Yeah.
were shooketh. What are people to sing?
How are the girls adapting to being big sisters? Mostly well.
Yeah, I mean, they can't do that much.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like how they're adapting to it
yeah.
is like
But it's like they want to do more, but they can't.
and it's also there is some jealousy, like with one. Oh, that was one of the girls' harmonicas that got knocked off the dresser by a cat.
They're upstaging us.
Yeah, but they're not even on screen. But yeah, so there are some like emotions of like, why is the baby getting so much attention? Why don't we get more attention? But it's they're doing better now. Like it's slowly getting better.
And
they're getting used to him.
We're making effort to have one-on-one time with them.
Yeah.
When possible.
Or at least just like be fully focused on the two of them, if nothing else.
Yeah. We only know each other from your fun YouTube channel here. Met you from the documentary guy David Hoffman. Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I love the kitty.
The kitty is adorable.
Both the kitties are. Right. So listening one is also like still was what behind the start at the beginning. So again, we'll probably hear this in a few minutes.
Man, that David Hoffman interview was like 2 years ago now.
Oh yeah.
I was still working at Mel's.
Wow, yeah, that's a long time ago.
Life has changed so much. I was just thinking the other day about how I wish I could talk to so many of these awesome people again now that I'm in a more chill place. Because it was rough reading the comments to the David video because I was in a very emotionally charged place. My brother was super sick. My grandma had recently died of COVID. So much was going on. My faith was going through this like huge shift.
Yeah.
And I've arrived in a much more like stable place now, but then I was like, everything's a lie. What the American dream is a lie. What do you think of the American dream, David? And he's like, no, but he really built me up. Like that was like the most amazing thing that could have happened to me at that time was for someone to believe in my videos and see something special about me.
Yeah.
Like that lifted me out of a dark place.
Yeah. I remember when we visited you and you had all those kittens, right?
Andres, there were 6 or 7 cats when Andres and Sarah came, and they were like, hello, little girl or boy. And I'm like, I don't know. Who cares? They're kittens.
Yeah. I mean, we apparently mixed a couple of them up because like they don't like they got checked and it was like, oh yeah, it's this many boys, this many girls. And then we're like, okay, and these are the boys, these are the girls. Cool. And then after some of them got adopted, we we're told, oh, this boy that we adopted from you, it's actually a girl. Like, oh, huh,
Okay.
funny that, like, well, that's weird. Something weird. And then we found out that the girl cat that we kept was a boy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what happened.
Yes. He's trans.
Or something like
Yeah.
that.
Undescended testicle. Will I get in trouble with YouTube for using that technical word?
I have no clue. David showed me you, and I subbed. That is so
Aw.
cool.
It was like, even though I was in a very high emotional state of talking with him, I mean, I was nervous to talk to him. It was David freaking Hoffman. And he has this rule for his guests that you have to stare into the camera the entire time, which is really difficult to do. Like, I find myself having a hard time concentrating on what's being said when I have to look straight at the camera. So people either are like, yeah, I'm subbing, or they're like, she needs some serious help. Like, that was seriously the two camps of people from that video. Oh yeah, but I wanted to say, I wish I could go back and talk to him again, and like Shane Claiborne and these different people that I was just like, when I talked to them. I'd like to talk to them now.
Yeah.
In a different, coming from a different place.
Carlson is such a cool name for a
Isn't
cat.
it?
Yeah, basically.
Carlson
Pawtucket. Yeah.
Pawtucket, my bad.
Yeah, because it was, well, basically, the cat home, because the mom that we were fostering, her name was Clara, so they were like, okay, we would like all the kittens to have names to start with K, just makes it easier for the bookkeeping. That's like all their names start with the same letter as their moms. So then we had to come up with those names. So yeah, partially in frame here is Kira, who's one of the ones that, or was that the only name that the girls came up with?
I don't remember.
But yeah, but they named Kira, which is why Kira was one of the ones that we kept. And Kira is the one we thought was a girl.
In another stream, we were like, should we change the name since he's a boy? And we're like, Kira can be a boy name too. Who cares?
It can be, yes. I looked it up. And I was like, yeah, there's apparently an anime protagonist named Kira.
And even if it wasn't, there's too much worrying about. Like, in one of the Facebook groups I'm in for new moms, they were like, there's no good clothes for boys. I'm so tired of dinosaurs. Like, what?
Let your boys wear unicorns.
Seriously.
Like, our boy is currently wrapped in a pink unicorn blanket. So,
Because doesn't matter.
Yes. It's like, yeah, a pink unicorn is not going to change.
His male organs have not fallen off because he's wrapped up in a pink blanket.
Yeah, it's like details. Like, there was we didn't keep like all of the girls' clothes. Like, we are not using all of the girls'
like if it was super frilly, I was like, eh. But if it was pink, like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything? I see two listening. One said, I liked the edgy humor.
There's also a rally driver called some Pawtucket. That's funny. Do you have any sun up hours this week? I don't
like is there sunshine because we live in Sweden?
Yeah. We're still below the Arctic Circle, so we never have like the
blackout
24/7 darkness.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, it's still like not that much. I was like,
the sun comes up about 8:30ish, and then the days are getting longer now.
Yeah.
But it's dark by 4ish.
Somewhere around there.
Excuse me.
And so I was saying, what else? I like the edgy humor aspect, Kate. Lol.
Yay.
What else I have? My nephew loves unicorns and rainbows. Yeah.
No, let kids like stuff.
Like, our girls love unicorns, but they also they really like dinosaurs too.
And cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they love the t-shirts that my farmer parents gave them, the like tractors and like construction vehicles on them. It's like they're cool with all of it.
They have shirts with spiders and
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
And this is I don't give a damn about colors and kids. Yeah.
Snap a doodle
And then we had
doo.
sun yesterday. Right, true. Like we haven't really had much sun the last couple of days because it's been very cloudy. It's been raining for like a couple of days now.
Yeah.
So that's it was especially fun today because Tuesdays, like at my new job, Tuesdays is my most intense day because like I have a couple of like pretty long lessons, and then I also am like teacher on duty for like all of the breaks, and like so I have to be out with the kids in the schoolyard. I eat lunch in the cafeteria with one of the classes. I am one of the teachers responsible for making sure that all the kids get on the bus, and then I also stay behind work at like the after school program until 5 on Tuesdays. So it's like it's a pretty rough day for me. Although I didn't actually quite have to work until 5 because there was like a staff meeting today, so all the kids went home early, and then I didn't need to be there for the entire staff meeting because they're like doing like long-term planning when I'm only gonna work there for 2 months. They're like, yeah, you don't need to be here.
It's crazy how it went from me having such a structured life to you having it, and I have no structure now. And like, I want to record podcasts, I want to do things, but I can't say, let's plan on this time because I don't know what time he'll be napping.
Yeah. Today is snow mixed rain. Lovely.
Slush.
I bet you get 8 hours of light. I don't know if we
Not quite 8. That doesn't feel right. Oh yeah, because I sleep through some of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Pink used to be a masculine. Yeah, like
pink was the masculine one and blue was the feminine
Blue
one.
is airy and fluffy and light, and red and pink is, blood and anger and
power.
Yeah. Fire.
Wasn't it like not until the 50s that they were like, no, wait, boy is blue.
It was the turn of the last century. Like, it was when they started, like, manufacturing clothes. Like, that's the thing. Before then, it was whatever fabric you had lying around. That's what your kids were wearing. But then, like, when they started making, like, factory making clothes, that's when they had to start making some decisions.
It's like shaving. Telling women to shave, making women shave their armpits and legs was because Gillette or whatever wanted to make money so that here's half the population that we could be selling these razors to.
The only reason anyone is concerned about body odor is because someone invented the deodorant and needed to convince people to buy it. Before the deodorant existed, body odor was just a fact of life and no one cared about it. Then someone invented a deodorant and was like, okay, this is a product that we could make money off of, but only if we get people to care about sweating less.
This is like Doctor Who, when the doctor is like, does she look tired to you?
Yeah. Does she look tired?
Planting that idea. Aren't you embarrassed about your unseemly hair and your stench? Money, money, money.
Do your dates not want to hug you? Maybe it's your body odor.
I'm not saying that we're so crunchy that we don't wear deodorant. It's just,
In the Little House on the Prairie books, it comes out that back then on the American frontier, pink was for boys. Yeah.
Yep.
I love my lilac-colored tie. That sounds...
I grew up watching the reruns of Little House on the Prairie, but those books are quite difficult to read as an adult. They're just like such run-on sentences and bad grammar and long, detailed this is how we got the sap from the trees. This is how we churn butter. Like,
You will find time and structure eventually. Enjoy the baby. He will be grown up in no time.
Yes, thanks, Deborah.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I'm like,
And also, Deborah hates shaving.
I don't. No more shaving for me.
Yeah, you don't hate shaving because you don't do it.
Exactly.
There's nothing to hate.
I don't even remember the last time I bought a razor.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful freeing thing. Like, what do people do? Like, how much time that takes.
Thank goodness for electric shaving razors. Yeah. I try to at least keep myself somewhat trimmed. Well, falling behind a bit up here.
Yeah, we were meaning to cut your hair long before he was born, and I was just so big and uncomfortable. It was just never a good time to do it either.
But then last week, a 6th grader said my hair was cool. So I'm like, I guess I'm never cutting it.
Martin is you're just riding that high for as long as possible, huh?
Wait until you get a beard. I already have. Oh, you were talking to her.
Oh, well, I haven't shaved in 36 years. I seem to be cursed with a thin one.
Okay, I mean, with the beard, you might change your mind. But that's the thing. I think that's the thing that can come with menopause.
Yeah. You at least start getting whiskers. I don't think many people get full beards, but you definitely get the occasional.
Is that why they call it menopause? No, I was just kidding. I know that's not why. No comments, please. I don't have the genes for good beard growth. Alas. Yeah.
Yeah, some people are patchy and stuff, but Morton works it very well. He looks like a very distinguished gentleman.
Well, the comparison that most often comes up among the school kids is that I look like Edvard Blom, the Swedish like novelty musician and TV food historian. But there are worse people you could look like, I suppose.
Hey Morton, since you haven't been home much lately, you want to hold the baby?
That's true.
You get your cuddles in?
Yeah, I got a little bit of cuddles.
My arm is going a little bit numb too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, let's try and get him facing the camera too.
Yeah, he's like, no pictures.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. That little face.
This is how we get the views.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I've watched some really, really intense videos of people who like terribly exploited their children. Like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Kid, that's a whole discussion in itself. But we would never use our kids like, okay, you have to be in this video and you have to be happy to make this video. Like, I'm capturing already happy moments.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Morton. I saw this one where she was trying to get the perfect thumbnail and their dog had died. And she was like, okay, cry more and put your hand in front of your face.
Right. I saw that, and like she accidentally uploaded the raw footage of coaching the kid and how to lean on her shoulder for a better.
And she was like, cry more, and he was like, I am crying. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's here. Hello.
And Maria.
Woohoo. Yeah, like no kid should be responsible for their parents' bills.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah, from the beginning I was like, I'm not gonna put stuff that's gonna be embarrassing for them or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I've been here and Okja and Maria. I feel like the times that we've toured together, the songs that had your name in them are sung now and then.
It's fine. Like there's so many Maria songs.
Yeah.
Because there's,
Lucky.
I mean, of course, there's how do you solve a problem like Maria? And Maria, I
Just met a girl named Maria.
And then there's like this pop song I remember from like years and years ago. The Maria, you got to see her.
That reminds me that Morton had actually written, or at least had the idea in his head, of a Toto musical fitting together a bunch of different Toto songs into a storyline.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, everyone was doing jukebox musicals. Like, I mean, they're still doing jukebox musicals. I was like, I was like, just for fun. Like, I never did anything with it. It was just like, oh, what could you do? But then, yeah, I scrapped that.
Okay. Oh wait, I since you have the baby, I can show the comments. Okay, the girls like being in front of the camera, don't they? Oh yes, they do. They're like, make another video. No, I'm not done yet. Now you have to make a video of us bowing.
Hey, look, it's like in the perfect spot to be visible over the comment bar. That's perfect.
Yeah, they would. And it was really cute. Oh, hello, John. He's leaving such encouraging comments. It's especially nice on videos that don't get a lot of comments. Like, oh, thank you for taking the time. I'll show that. Yay! Yes, definitely he is a cutie pie. His lips are twitching in his sleep. He's growing out of his clothes, man. Like,
yeah,
I had to put away all the 50s and some of the 56s and get out the 62s. In Sweden, we do by centimeters.
Yes.
And oh no, yeah. Okia said, I'm not doing very well. My grandmother died on January 1st. I'm still in denial because I can't deal.
Yeah, that is rough.
Oh, yeah, even when people have a good long life, death is just so stinking weird. So we're holding you in our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here said, so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's like some people that don't know better, like, oh, haven't you gotten over it or whatever? But you don't get over things. It just becomes a part of your new normal.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite metaphor for grief, I can't remember where I saw it somewhere on the internet, I think, but I can't remember where. But was that like grief is like you have a big ball in a small room with a button on it, and every time the button gets hit, you get overwhelmed by emotion, and the ball is bouncing around, and then in time the ball deflates, gets smaller and smaller. Like, so in the beginning, it's so big that it's gonna just be bumping up against that button the whole time. Then it gets smaller, and so then it starts missing the button. It starts bouncing, and eventually, it can bounce around that room for weeks or months without hitting the button. But then occasionally, it'll still get there. And I feel like that's a very good metaphor for
it. Because when it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
I remember a time when I didn't get to be there when my uncle got sick, my favorite Uncle Steve, and I didn't get to see him one more time. And I remember one time there was this friend of ours named Shane, and something that Shane, just the way he looked, the way he sat, the way he listened, something about this guy just immediately brought Steve to mind, and I was just crying.
Yeah. It's also like it's so interesting that you have to, like, sometimes you have to grieve like specific things. Like, you think, I have grieved this person, and then you like remember something about them. It's like, oh yes, that was a thing that we used to do that I'll never get to do again, and I haven't, and now I'll need to grieve that specific thing, and things like that. So it's like, yeah.
Transition is a kind of chaos, because in a transition of just like the old normal and the new normal,
Yeah.
The longer of accepting the new normal, the longer the chaos lasts.
Oh, hey, that's a lot of grunting and groaning.
Yeah. John Johnson says he's gonna be a biggin.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be taller than you.
Well,
He's
I mean,
gonna
possibly. We'll
he's
see.
gonna be ginormous. He's gonna be able to pick me up. Andreas says, I know one song with the name Sarah in it.
I
Ooh.
think he wrote it earlier. Yeah, we were talking about songs.
Yeah.
Sara, kom ut ikväll. Jag väntar på hörnet vid 7-Eleven. Sara. I don't remember more of it. It's pretty good though.
Going down the line of the comments, Maria says, we also do centimeters. I feel connected.
Yes.
Yes. And then John, back to Okia, John said, you're going to miss her, but remember, she's free, and that's awesome. Yeah. Okia wrote, she was the best person I've known, for real. Even the grandchildren of her old neighbor, where she hasn't lived for over 20 years, showed up to the service. Wow. She left an impact on people.
Yeah.
That must have been so special to see.
Yeah.
Hope you got to hear lots of good stories about her. And Joachim here sends hugs. Bye, Deborah. You're probably already gone now, but she wrote, had to run. Great to see you guys. Glad to see that you're well. So cool. And Andreas agreed. That is such a good metaphor for grief. In the beginning, I was like having a hard time following because of tiredness, I guess. But then when I actually heard it, I was like, oh, yes. Okay, wrote, she is back with Grandpa now, looking at their great-grandchildren. Absolutely. Yeah, Pina said, that was a cute yawn. He does the best yawns and the best stretches with these tiny little dinosaur arms that just like don't reach up higher than his head.
Okay. And then like he will lay completely still, and then suddenly he will just shift all of his weight very suddenly. And if you're not very quick, like you're gonna feel like he's trying to escape.
And his head is so strong, and he's like working so hard to hold it up. And like from holding him here, he'll just like crash into my clavicle.
Yeah.
Like, ha.
Yeah.
And he also knows how to use the weight of his head to just go down into position to nurse. Like,
Yeah.
So dramatic. Yes, calm and relaxed much more than not.
Yeah.
He's aptly named. Or did we name him to be peaceful? Because his name means like peaceful one. Or what follows what?
Yes.
Maria wishes us a good night. I wish you a good night too. If you are getting the sleep you need,
Yes.
needing to go
to all
sleep.
and to all a good nights. Right. Well, yeah. I don't think. Yeah. I think we probably haven't done one of these since he was born, which means we haven't seen anyone since way before Christmas.
Wow,
So-
yeah. It's been almost a month.
So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, look, Raven is here. Another David Hoffman friend.
Cool.
Yeah. Andres said, oh, because we were talking about the clothes being measured in centimeters, saying metric is so much more precise than imperial.
Like, you can get precise measurements in imperial, but then you need to be really good with fractions because they do, like, when you go smaller than inches, they do fractions instead of decimals, which is just like,
No
like,
math.
I cannot process what 3/16 of an inch is. No.
I don't like the math, but I'm sure you've heard about this. I have never said I hate math. Math is hard to the kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm not pushing my biases and my struggles onto them,
Yeah.
and I'm proud of that.
I am, however,
rock.
pushing my biases.
Well,
about
they're
math on them.
positive biases.
Yes,
That's
I'm
the
like,
difference.
math is one of the most fun things in the world.
And I die a little inside, but I'm like, yeah, no. No, I want my kids to be smarter than me. I'm pretty sure they already are. Let's see. Andreas went to see Sarah's grandmother who's 96. Whew.
Did he just fall back asleep again?
It looks like it.
Wow.
As long as you save some of the sleep for when we want to
Yeah.
sleep, please.
Yeah. Why don't you be awake for a bit, baby?
You want to go change his diaper? That might wake him up.
Well, I don't know
If he
if
needs
there's
it.
anything in it.
Oh.
I'm gonna just drop him out of shot for a minute.
River sent a beautiful picture. It's very small, but I think it's mountains and an ocean.
Is that a Bob Ross painting?
Yes. Okya says he's a dramatic baby. It's very true. I mean, he is my child.
Not terribly.
Kira, oh, this is so cute. Kira was sniffing at him.
Hey.
River hated math as well. Math made me feel so stupid. I had long hair and I would just put my hair over my face and just cry because I didn't understand anything that was being said.
Yeah.
Good times.
And I'm like, and that's sort of like, and it's a bit rough. Like I'm really working on that because I am better at communicating. Like the problem with me working like sort of upper elementary is that like the kids that I work with may already have gotten to that point where they are where they have decided that it's not that is not for them, when I know that math can be for everyone, but you really need to catch people early with it, which is really rough. And so then trying to come in when they're already
When they're
11, 12.
when they're already traumatized and feeling like stupid
Yeah.
heads.
Oh, okay. And there's his dyscalculic, which is of course a thing.
That's kind of like words but with numbers?
Yes. So
dyslexia but with numbers?
Yes. So I believe, like, I strongly believe that you have pseudo dyscalculia, or however you say it. Which is basically, it's the effects of, like, it's when you have similar effects to being like physically unable to process numbers, but that it comes from usually a trauma response.
Yeah. Because I cried all the time feeling stupid, kids called me Crybaby Katie.
Yeah.
It was great.
That does not help.
Yeah. Oh, River says I still have nightmares about school and I'm 56. Oh,
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. I enjoyed math growing up. I still enjoy it today. In fact, for Christmas, my dad gave me a tie with pie symbols all over it. It's a pie tie.
That's from everything I know about you, Yikepin here, that seems very on brand.
I don't understand why I needed second-degree equations. Yeah, it's like, that's the sort of thing. And it's really interesting because, like, I, for the longest time, have been like, math is really important. Like, everyone needs to, like, to know math. But then it was really interesting. Like, the whole, I've been, working on my big paper for, like, ending my teacher education. And then someone else wrote a paper on, like, how do we justify teaching math to children, and like at the level that we do. And it was like, because it was like, it can be really difficult to properly justify like high level, like math education at the level that we do. It's like, and does teaching math actually have the effects like that we think it does? And it's like, it really changed my point of view a bit on it. Like, I still think that math is a really good thing to learn, but it's like, it might not be as important as I used to think.
There's a lot of life skills that people go out into the world without having, like.
And the thing is, there are a lot of life skills that require math. Like, it's good to understand like how interest rates work, and that is unfortunately like, it's a decently complicated calculation, but that is but so it's like, so it is like, so that, like, but that's one of the few things that people know. Statistics is something people do not know enough statistics, and that's why people make terrible political decisions.
Oh yeah, I was just
And
gonna
I'm not, but I'm not gonna, like, I think most people know sort of where our political leanings are, but I'm just so I don't feel like I need to say this, but yeah, people don't understand statistics, and so they get all worked up about all the wrong issues because they don't understand what actually affects what.
But go back up to the top there. John Johnson wrote, "You felt stupid. My mom reminded me I was daily. That just breaks my heart.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry that you went through that.
I hope that
I hope you know that she was very wrong."
yes, I hope that you have at some point in your life gotten some of the therapy that she obviously needed.
Yeah, we get therapy because they didn't. Well, I mean, I still need some, but
yes,
it's on the list.
you at least got like some counseling from when you had that life coach for a while.
My podcasts have been my free therapy. I'm like, these are my problems.
Yes, I haven't done like a lot of what a lot of people talk about, like playing role-playing games. A lot of people use that as sort of a sneaky like therapy thing. But
did you ever listen to my podcast with the Geek Preacher?
I did, yeah.
He actually talks about that, like on purpose, using role-playing games to work through things, but with a registered therapist.
Yeah, like
you don't dump your trauma onto somebody that doesn't know what to deal with it.
Yeah, that is absolutely
that's dangerous.
Fear. Yes, and it's
Morton.
What?
I found his first toe jam.
Oh wow!
Baby's first toe jam.
Wow, that feels bad because like I missed that when I gave him a bath earlier. I forgot to clean between his toes. Oops.
We run on so many different tangents here.
I can hear you learned something new. Dyscalculia, yeah. And then isn't it more about problem solving than about math itself? I think there are different like there are some things that are like about problem solving and things, but yeah. Statistics isn't really covered in basic math in Dutch high school, which is ridiculous. Like, statistics is the single most useful math skill, and people don't learn it, and it drives me nuts. I saw something. So there's this great comic. It's SMBC comics, which are sometimes slightly offensive, but for the most part, like, just really funny. Like, but it did one where it's like someone in a meeting and being like, "Wait, so you want a state-sponsored lottery, and you're going to use this thing that only makes you money because people don't understand statistics to fund math education?" It's like, huh. That's that's an interesting dilemma. Uh,
What's next?
Probability, people don't, yeah, probability and statistics are, they're very much related. Like if you understand statistics well, it helps you understand probability.
When I
Um,
hear the word probability, I can only think of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
yes.
Let's see what John said. When I see parents like you two, I admire you because you're doing it right. Don't stop. Yes, I've dealt with it. Life is good. Oh,
Oh, good.
yeah. Like we know all parents will mess up their kids to some degree.
And good for Gabby. Just got off the phone with their therapist. Good.
Great. Yeah, everybody will mess up their kids to some degree, but we can sure make a choice about what degree that will be.
Yes. Sorry you had to go through that, John. My parents were both Air Force, and sometimes people wonder why I don't make good eye contact. Oh,
When you're a military brat and you've got to
yeah.
move around all the time, that's
And
not
and
a
also like the whole, like
respectful
it
eye
seems to
contact.
imply that River was more or less scared of their parents.
Oof.
Is what I take from that, which is, yeah. Never learned statistics, but it did help teach it. Yeah.
You're probably smart like Morton, where you just learn things so intuitively that you could just teach it before everybody else learned it.
Andreas has an interest for statistics. Yeah. How's the therapist doing, baby?
I don't get it.
Me neither.
Please explain.
Was that, or was it supposed to say Gabby? Was it like, yeah, Gabby? How's your therapist doing? Who was that? There's this joke that I've seen around the internet that's like, so, like, I'm not saying that I'm particularly messed up, but the moment I leave my therapist, they call their therapist.
I've seen some other therapy memes of someone like, I shared something heavy with my therapist, and they're like, can we just take a minute to let that sit? And I was like, I knew it. I knew it was possible.
Cat was trying to reach up the window, and the box he was standing on slipped off of the windowsill. But yes, it was supposed to say Gabby, not baby.
Oh, okay. Saying I knew it. I knew it was possible to win at therapy.
You should learn maps. Yes, River loves old maps. Scaling of maps not taught enough. Like it is brought up. Like I have taught like scaling and such, but it's like, but I think it's like you learn scaling in like 6th grade, and then I don't know if it's ever brought up again. So that's yeah, understanding scale. It's like that's one of the fun things about being into like sci-fi and fantasy. That like, man, most people who write sci-fi and fantasy don't understand scale, where they're like, yes, and after 15,000 years, it's like, you do realize that is longer than real world human civilization has existed. And you're saying that after this time, there has been absolutely zero technological advancements. Like, it's your medieval world is still medieval after 15,000 years, using the exact same weapons and tools that they were doing before. It's like,
I didn't know that was scale. I thought scale is more like how tall or
yeah, but I mean, time is also scale. It's like
okay.
understanding, like, yeah, how things change. It's like it's an absurd thing of being like, of having like on a time scale of like nothing changing for thousands of years,
I
but
hear you.
also like, but also of size, where it's like, ah, yes, the space station, the size of a moon. It's like you do realize that like you would need a moon's worth of material to build it. It's like how would where would you even start with that? It's like
I just realized that you really love the phrase, you do realize.
yes.
Will you bring the screen down a titch?
Yeah. Because you're once again covered.
Yeah. River says, my parents were strict AF. Oof.
Yep.
That must be so rough.
Let's see. We have more map enjoyers. Oh,
Yeah.
and Gabby says the therapist is great, so that's good. Kitty.
It was so awesome to get to have a life coach. Mirna was amazing.
People need to learn to read paper maps again. I mostly agree with that, but it's also like
Why when we have Google?
yeah, but the difference is that a paper map does not run out of battery.
Your face runs out of battery.
But it's like, but I feel like, but it's also one of those things. If because these days it's very conceivable that you will never spend any significant amount of time somewhere where you don't have um like cell phone data access. Like there are people who will absolutely live their whole lives without needing a paper map. But if you're ever going to be somewhere unfamiliar to you for a longer period of time, yes, absolutely, you should know how to read a paper map. And compass reading, yes.
You got that in Scouts.
Yeah. Well, we also got a little bit of it in school.
Oh.
That's actually taught because orientation is a sport that people do, like it's pretty popular in Sweden, where it's like I don't know like how popular it is in other countries, but it's basically like it's running, but there's no track, there's no trail. It's just you get to the starting point, they hand you a map with some spots marked out on it. On each one of those spots there is just a little stamp, and then you get a stamp card, and then you have to find all the stamps, put them on your card, and then get to the finish line as fast as you can. And that's all there is to it. It's just like it's you in the forest with the map trying to find these places. And that's like, and you have to have like, and that's one of the few things that's like I think you have to do at some point in like physical education to get your degree. Yeah, you have to actually do, like, it's not a, I think you might have been allowed to do it in pairs or whatever, but it's also but it's like it's a very simple track, and it's like it's always in an area that you're familiar with. It's like so that, and where there are like clearly marked trails that you can follow back. So it's not like
sure I would have failed and gotten lost and ended up like crying and huddled up on the ground.
Well, the difference is, of course, that they would have taught you how to read the map beforehand. Like that's the whole thing. You have lessons where you learn to read a map, and then I mean that's the examination. Basically, you do the run. But yeah, a good compass and a good compass reader can save lives. Oh yeah. Or when they use parsecs for time. Yeah. Oh, there are so many like fan theories, and I think like even like quote unquote official things that to explain that line, like in different novels and such. Which is because it's in Star Wars, where Han Solo says that he and the Millennium Falcon completed the Kessel Run in, I think it's under 3 parsecs, which doesn't make sense because the parsec is a unit of distance, not of time. It's like, how do you complete something in? So then people are like, oh well, the Kessel Run is like it's about how close to something that you can get, or it's about this and that,
or it's a different word for a fantasy world.
But my favorite suggestion of this is that it is purposeful nonsense, because basically he was checking if Obi-Wan or Luke would pick up on it and protest, and when they didn't, he was like, "Oh, cool. These guys don't know what's going on. I can charge them extra, and they won't realize."
That reminds me of the Star Trek episode we watched the other day, where Riker had to filibuster to the
Oh
alien.
yeah, it's like when people are like, "Oh, there's so much technobabble in Star Trek," and then they had Riker just distracting someone by teaching them how the computer worked, and just going like taking all of the regular nonsense that they talk and then just turning it up to 13.
And I was like, he must have been like, son of a female dog when he got that script.
Yeah. It's create a big problem with fellow walkers relying on their cell phones too much in their batteries. Yeah. People going out mountain hiking without proper understanding of maps and just relying on their phones, and then the phone's not working. Yep. My nephew built a time machine when he was a toddler, but he lost his sister's cell phone in 1579.
If you're already gone, bye.
Yeah, we're a bit behind in our comments.
So glad to have so many awesome people here. Oh, bye, Okia, if you're still here. Bye, sleep well.
Night. And
give baby Stellan a kiss. Okay, here we go.
And I spent time in the UK in an area where mobile coverage is staticky, to say the least, and they still have a phone box. Oh goodness!
Whoa, phone boxes! You don't see those anymore in Sweden. I never saw one in Sweden. I first came here 13 years ago.
It's popular. I hated orienteering PE days. Always raining. Yeah, that's part of it. Like, of course, it has to rain on the day that you're doing your orientation exam. I can't tell what that emoji is. Oh, it's a compass.
It's a compass. Of course it is. Yakman here's emoji game is always on point.
River's got to go too. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap up soon.
Yeah.
And then just bye to all the people.
Bye.
Wow, this was a long one.
Yeah, it was. You just kept getting really passionate about stuff.
Yes. Math and science and science fiction and fantasy.
Yay! Oh my.
But
yeah, we can wrap it up. There's a new Brian David Gilbert video we gotta watch.
Yeah, it's only a minute 40.
Yeah.
So it's yes. So yeah, we recommend everyone go check out he needs he needs our help.
Yeah, he's only got 2 million followers.
We're gonna give this creator that we really like a shout out. Yes.
But if you please take a look at my my community tab post, because I shared a channel trailer that I made for Cattail Chronicles, because that's a channel that needs a shout out, because we are so close to 1,000 subscribers over there.
So if you want to
and I edit that channel, and I'm so proud of it.
Yes. So if you're interested in nature photography, or just want to see cool nature pictures and video, or if you're interested in any kind of photography and just want some tech reviews,
and so many tech reviews and photography channels out there are guys with man buns and one wheels. This is just a normal middle-aged couple.
Yes, this is chill tech reviews with personality.
Yeah, and not irritating personality.
Yes, New Year extra long stream extravaganza. Yeah. Woo! And Ashley Murphy said, "Hello, Kate." Before good seeing y'all on.
So nice to see you pop in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I've been here. Drop the link for Cattail Chronicles.
Yeah, those phone boxes save a lot of lives every year. As there are areas in the lakes that are radio silent. Oh yeah.
Aw. I haven't seen Ashley in a bajillion years.
Yes, and there's the link
Yay.
for anyone who's watching this after the fact and stuck out through the whole 70 minutes now.
Noise. All right. Bye, lovely
Bye.
people.
Yes, it's been real nice.
Yeah.
Good night.
Wait.
Right.
Hugs. Hugs. Nostrils of death.